Hello, hello. Well, I have kind of decided, I think, what game is going to take the place of Bakery Shop Simulator. I went through all my library and there was nothing that jumped out and said, oh yeah, this is the one. This is what I've got to play. So I decided on Rising World. Uh, it's an old game. Of course, I like the old games. They are doing a complete remake of this one. The dev is rebuilding this from the ground up. Brand new graphics, I mean everything modern and it's from the previews I have seen and the little update things that he has shown and done has so far has been great. I don't know how many people are working on this, whether it's just one or more than one. It's put out by J Monkey, and it is a fun game. I have always enjoyed playing this. I haven't played it in a long time because I was waiting for the new version. But, since I've got a spot open and I couldn't really decide what to play, and I'm getting antsy on something new from the on this game. I thought, why not? Let's go ahead and set it up. So we are going to go single player. Uh, this one I'm going to delete. Highlight it, delete it. Yes, that's an old game. Sip of coffee there so I don't start choking. New world. So here's where you build your new world. Uh, what do I want to name it? Let's call it Biddyland. There we go. Biddyland. Why not? Seed. If you know of a good seed, you can change this and it will change what the map looks like. I'm just going to leave it on that. You can go under game mode. You can go survival or creative. We're going to leave it on survival. You can change your seed, just click on that. I have no idea where we're going to spawn. Animals. Or I guess this is the world type. Surreal, normal, super flat. We're just going to leave it on normal. Ores, low, medium. We're going to leave that on high, so I'll have plenty of ores. Dungeons. I do not want any dungeons to start with. I don't want to have caves everywhere. I mean, I can always turn them back on. Vegetations. I do want vegetation. Starting biome. Desert, snow, ocean, random, or default. We're going to leave that at default. Animals. Here you can pick what animals you want. I am going to get rid of the aggressive ones, especially to start with. But we've got bears, boars, chicken, cow, deer, elephant. They're okay. Fox, giraffe, goat, jaguar, no. Moose, penguin, pig. Polar bear, no. Rabbit, rhinoceros, no. Sheep, tiger, no. Horse, donkey, camel, and I don't want any rats. I think I've got rid of all of the aggressive animals. I don't want them. Water, you got ponds, lakes, and oceans, so I'm going to keep all of those. Dungeons, I'm just going to keep the cabins. I like the cabins, but I don't like having a lot of holes that I fall into the ground with. Enemies. I don't want bandits, I don't want skeletons, and I don't want spiders, especially to start. Okay, so let's create our world and see where we end up. I will probably have to do a lot of roaming around to find a spot I want to be. Okay, it says press J to open your journal. It does give you a little starting tutorial. Where are we exactly? It looks like over there might be better. I want to be near stone, because I'm going to need a lot of ores. Trees are kind of sparse through here. So we will go over toward these. I hear a horse. There's some cotton. All you do is hover it over to it. You see that little hand. And I think it's E. Oh well, let's open the journal. It's been a long time since I played this game. Okay, welcome to a new world. You will notice that you already have a stone axe in your inventory. First of all, you should use it to collect some wood. Take your axe, go to a tree, and cut it down. You need to hold the action key. And the action key, I think, is F. Okay. Now cut the fallen tree into logs and pick them up. Key F. I know I have a book written with all the instructions on this game. I'm going to have to dig it out. Alright, let's cut it down. Left mouse button to chop down a tree. And as you see in the bottom right corner, I have food and I have drink. And they're both green right now, so we are good there. Let's go ahead and chop up this stump. I don't like to leave stumps laying around. We do have an energy bar. So we want to pick that up. So F to pick it up. We want to go over here to this. And chop it up. And in this high grass, sometimes these are hard to find. So F, F to pick them up. And there is a sprout, or a sapling. There's another one. So we do want to pick those up so we can replant trees. Okay, so let's go back to our journal. And now open up your inventory, which is I. Check the button, click the button crafting at the top to get the crafting menu. There is where you can craft different items and objects. On the left, you can choose a category and select the item you want to craft. On the right, you can see a small preview of the desired item. In the middle, you find a description as well as the required amount of resources. So let's check that out. I for inventory. This is our inventory. We've got an axe. We've got 5 logs, and we've got that sapling. Go over here to the crafting. And we can do a small shelter. We can do a fireplace, a skewer, and a grill spit. And it'll show over here what it's going to look like, what is required to build, and how many you want to build. You can either more or less. So we're good there. All right. Let's go back to the journal. Craft a shelter. I don't want to do that yet. I guess I could because it just ends up in my inventory. But I want to find a place to where we're going to be. Craft a shelter. First you need to turn your wood into sticks. This can be done in the crafting menu. Find a good location and place the shelter there. I'm not doing that yet. Let's hold off. I want to go over toward those mountains. And to move around, WASD. You can use your mouse to turn yourself or whatever. Okay. Here's some water. We're in good shape there. I'm looking here. There's a pumpkin. F to pick it up. But I think I want to be somewhere around these mountains, and because of ore, and I want to be close to a water hole. There, it looks like some tomatoes. Let's grab those because we're going to need food. There's some cotton. Let's grab that. Get up here. F. Okay. Let's kind of walk around. Look at it. What is that? I think that's flowers. No, it's cotton. Let's grab some more because we will need it. There's fruit trees, so I'll keep an eye out for that. That looks like coal. Yeah, that's coal. We will need that. I'm not sure what that is. Potatoes. Okay, so we've got potatoes. I haven't seen any fruit trees yet. I guess we'll run across them eventually. I just kind of want to wander around, collect a few things, figure out where I want to build or where I want to set camp. You can move camp. I mean, you can pick up everything pretty much except for the pigs, except for the forges. And looks like we have some copper over here. A little bit. We need to build a pickaxe. There's a fruit tree. Looks like an apple tree. Just F to pick it. I got 6 apples off of that, so that'll give me some food. And it does give me a little bit of water. There's another little water hole, but we don't need it yet. Like I say, I'm just wandering around. Looks like that might be a good area to... There's a couple horses. And you can catch, ride, pin up things like horses and things. You can kill your pigs and different things for food. Cook. the building in this game is unbelievably wonderful. Even as old as it is. This and Worm were two of my first games, I think. I spent a lot of time in this game, just like I did in Worm. Let's grab some more tomatoes. Alright, now, I want a fairly flat place. Grab that. A couple more potatoes. Some more cotton. I need a lot of cotton. There's a few trees out here. I'm not really worried about the trees because I can plant them. They don't take all that long to grow. But I'm just looking for a good place with a water hole, and there's a water hole. If you have the dungeons enabled, you're going to end up, especially surface dungeons, you're going to end up with real deep holes everywhere. And you can be riding a horse or walking or whatever, and you're going to end up down in it. There's some more coal. You can surface mine, and you can mine into, and the deeper you go, the different kind of ores you find. Boy, look at the cows. Like I say, I'm just looking. We may end up having to build a bed just to let's do a bed just in case I okay, we're in general. I need resources. I need some. What do I need? Let's go back to general. What do I need for the shelter? I need 32 sticks. Okay. So let's go back down to resources. Sticks. I'm going to need a lumber. So let's do some lumber. And I can do 5. That'll give me 20 pieces of lumber. Let's get that crafted. And it crafts very fast. Now let's do some sticks. And I need 32. So just click on the plus button. There's 32. Takes 8 pieces of lumber. Alright. Let's go back up to general. Let's craft that small object or small shelter. Okay. Let's go to inventory. Well, let's get out of that. Go over to our inventory. There we go. Now we have the small shelter in our, pardon me, in our backpack. So I can put it down and sleep just in case it starts to get dark when I'm still wandering around. Now in my backpack, I still have 12 lumber. I've got a pumpkin. I've got 8 tomatoes, 20 cotton, 4 potatoes, 8 apples, and I've got a stack of tomatoes, which they stack to 8, and then I have 4 left here, plus my shelter. So let's go over to crafting and see if I can get a pickaxe. General, tools, stone axe. I'm going to need 1 stick and 1 stone. So, to get a stone, I can, if I remember right, oh, come on. Don't do that. I think I can come over here and just, there we go. I picked up 2 stones. So you don't really want to do that, but to start with, you're going to have to. Pick up some more tomatoes. Alright, now let's go back to inventory. Crafting. So I've got the stones, I just need a stick. So I want to go back to resources and sticks. And I'm just going to do 1 this time. It'll give me 4 sticks, but that's all I need. Back down to tools. I've got the stick and I've got the stone. So I want to make a pickaxe. And that is an axe. And that's all I can make. I've already got one of those, so I guess I'm up a creek. Resources, I can do lumber and stick. Once you start getting your crafting tables set up, then we have a lot more options of things we can build. Under lights right now, I can build a torch and a torch mount. Those do attach on the ground or on the wall to put a torch on so they'll stand by themselves. Weapons, I can make a club. Medical, I can make a band-aid and a leg splint. There is fall damage. Crafting stations, I can do a workbench and I can do a primitive furnace. You can go over here and click on these arrows, anything that has arrows, and you can change different style or designs or colors or whatever you want to call it. That is a primitive furnace. That's just the basic. You can, once you start building, you can build some humongous furnaces to smelt your your ore. So yeah, it's not bad. I need some water. So, there was some water right back here, I thought. Let's go back over here. And it is difficult to find things in the grass, unless you just walk right up on it. Okay, where was that water hole? I know there was one right back here somewhere. And it's starting to get dark, so that might be where we're going to park for the night. Okay. I think we're getting close to it. I know there was a water hole over here. Unless I'm too... Where is it? I don't want to go... Can I get up a little bit and look? Let's get up on this little hillock. Get a little bit further out. Grab the potatoes. There's some sheep. Go up here and look. I know there was some water through here somewhere. And there it is. Whoop. Let's grab that. Just like every other game. Sugar beets. You plant gardens, but just like every other game, I never pass up food. Alright, you have to be careful. You'll end up falling in and won't be able to get out. So this looks like, well, over here looks like it might be the easiest. I don't know. We'll see. If I fall in, I'll have to. Oh, I did. All right. There we go. All right. So that's what happens. You just have to hammer your way out. So let's get down here. Can I get a drink? There we go. That's all you do is hit F to get a drink of water. So now we have water. I am just going to set my little shelter down right here. So let's go to inventory. Well, I didn't want that, but I want inventory. All shelter. All right. And I am going to put that on that is on number let's put it up here. Take the place. So I'm in section 2. Okay. So let's go 2. Placing a small shelter. See what I mean about dark? Alright. Now let's find it. It's right there. Can I get in it? There I'm seeing a little bit more. Where is my shelter? I don't see it. It's so dark. Okay. Let's go to inventory. Go to crafting. And let's go to lights, torch. Let's craft it. Alright, there we go. Now, there it is. I went way out. Alright. And F. And we're sleeping. That passes the night. And there we are. It's the next day. Go back to, don't need my torch any longer. And looks like my food is getting a little bit low. So that's on number 4. No, number 5. So we can get out of that. Number 5. And right click and eat it. Watch you can see your food bar over there getting darker. So our food, and it did raise our water a little bit, so we're good there. Let us pick this up. Yeah, okay, just hit F and hold it down, and it'll put it back in your backpack. And moving on. There's some more coal. I'm just looking for a fairly flat area so I don't have to do a bunch of working on the land to level it and all that stuff. But this is kind of like the way it was with Worm, you know. I mean, you can do just all kinds of stuff. And like I said, the building is unbelievable in this game. These aren't really the mountains I wanted. The ones I wanted had canyons where you could go in and everything. And these here look solid. There's some more water. These look solid. You can't get in between. So let's keep going. You do have a map. Okay, let's go back to the journal. So we did build we built the shelter. The next step is going to be a workbench. We're not doing that yet. That's the workbench. You can make workbench, workbench tier 2, saw bench, block bench, loom, anvil, furnace. Then there's your mining. And hunger and thirst. Cooking. And that's really about it on the tutorial. It's not much. But I know there's a map you can make, and it's one of those maps that as you move around, the map will fill in. It's not a complete map that, oh, this area looks good. It's not a complete map that you can just look at and go. I like this area over here. That looks like that might be a good building area. Have to keep this part, please, place in mind. Trees are getting heavier, which I like. Yeah, if I had the animals or the aggressive animals active, like the bears and everything, I would be in bear territory right now, because there's the moose. They won't bother you if you don't bother them. I'm just kind of looking these mountains over. Hear that moose? Aren't they pretty? There's a boar. But the graphics are dated, yes. It's still a good game. And while waiting for the remake, it's still a good game to play. I mean, if you can play Worm or something like that, you can play this. You just have to put up with the older graphics. Right. I like the idea of being close to that forest. Looks like there's some more different mountains over here. Let's go. Or maybe those are trees. It's hard getting around at first without a map. It really is. But we don't have anything tying us down, so yeah. Whoop. And there is our time. Well, time passes fast when you're having fun. You can hit shift, holding if you hold down the W and hit shift, you do run. Well, I am going to do some exploring before the next video. There's a regular pig. And see if I can find a place I actually want to build at. There's the ocean. But anyway, I could go on and on and on, and we wouldn't get anything. I wouldn't get anything done because I'm still wandering and trying to decide where I want to be. But anyway, if you enjoyed the video, please give me a thumbs up. If you want to hear this old bitty blather on some more, hit that notification bell. Hit that subscribe. Every subscription is very important, and it does help the channel a lot. And I want to thank everybody who has subscribed. I did hit my first milestone of 50 subscribers. I think I'm up to like 54 now. So I do really, really appreciate you. To tell you the truth, I never thought I would get that many. I just play the games that I love. If anybody wants to watch it, fine. If they don't, fine. I just kind of fumble my way through. But anyway, I want you to have a wonderful day, and I'll catch you in the next one. Goodbye.